Hello. Lisa Zimmer here today. Hope everybody's having a great day. It is Thursday, February 9th. It's a beautiful day in Fort Myers, Florida. We are going to talk about a topic that we never talk about, and we should. We are going to talk about essential oils for men. Who wants to learn more about essential oils for men? Right, let me log in, make sure y'all can see me. Let's see who's going to join us today. Hi, Carla. Hi, Jill. Make sure and say hi and where you're from. Hi, Bev. Hi, Frances. All right, I'm so glad it's working. I'm a little late. My internet was down. Shocker. I lived in a tiny town. Hey, Adam. All right, I lived in a tiny town back in Illinois where we had great cell service, decent internet. I moved to a big city in Florida, and cell service is and internet's and I paid top dollar for the best internet, and it's still always out. But guess what? We always make do. All right, so one of the reasons I chose this topic today of essential oils and men's health was because I have someone that joined my team that's a man who wants to build, and I thought this would be perfect. So, anywho, that's where we are. So, hi, Becky. Hi, Bobby. Hi, Valerie. Okay, we're going to talk about some essential oils for men's health. Carla had a good point about why my internet and everything is so bad and cell service, the concrete they use to build in Florida. I think you're right, because my neighbors below me, who are completely surrounded with concrete on all sides, all my neighbors on the main level have to use Wi-Fi even for calling. So I'm very fortunate. Very fortunate that I live on the second level. All right, so let's dig in. I was doing some research for someone for low testosterone for men. So low testosterone. Now remember, this can also be applicable for women. I've learned this with the hormonal changes that I'm dealing with, right? That testosterone plays a part in menopausal health as well. So where am I going to get my information from? Well, I'm not a walking essential oils guru. I'm a walking essential oils book reader, all right? So as usual, I'm going to read from the Essential Life book, 8th edition. You can get this on oillife.com. And I want to go over some oils that are good for different types of male health situation. What I love is they have an entire section just dedicated to men, right? So that's how easy this book is to use. If you have a health situation that you would like to learn more about, you go to the front of the book, look up your health situation, and it tells you what oils to use, and then it tells you what section of the book to go to for more detailed information. So top single oils, meaning not a blend of multiple oils, for men's health. Oh, before I forget, I don't know if I introduced myself because I was just so excited that my internet was working. I am Lisa Zimmer, a doTERRA Blue Diamond. What that means is I've helped a lot of people get essential oils and then work with me on my team. But then also I did something a little different than what most doTERRA wellness advocates do. I saw the opportunity to help everyone in doTERRA, not just the people on my team that I get paid for. People say, why do you help everyone? Why? Well, it's a little selfish on my part. One of the reasons I like to help absolutely everyone is my end goal is not to make money in doTERRA. My end goal is to change healthcare so that our natural health and wellness products that won't hurt you, like the drug that I took for a sinus infection 12 years ago, That drug put me in a wheelchair with brain damage, and I was physically and mentally disabled for 3 years, right? Essential oils don't do that. So my goal is to get oils in every home, and I can't do that by myself with just my little team of 2,000 people. I need your help to do that. I need you to go back regardless of who helped you in doTERRA, and I need you to tell your friends and your family and tell them to tell their friends and their family so that we can get true health care in our home and help everyone get access to it and learn. It's an educational process, right? When someone said to me, oh, you should try these oils, I heard some crazy, amazing stories. Maybe it could help you. You've been sick for 3 years. I thought it was the dumbest thing I'd ever heard, right? Well, now, fast forward 9 years later, and obviously it's not the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Obviously, I'm no longer have brain damage and I'm in a wheelchair, all right? It needs to be mainstream healthcare, okay? And so we can't do that if we don't tell everyone about it and we don't help each other, okay? So I'm very passionate about that, obviously. So back to men's health, single oils for men, frankincense and thyme promote longevity, support brain and prostate health. Celery seed and juniper berry support urinary and prostate health, as well as are great for wound healing. Black spruce and sandalwood boost testosterone levels. Writing that down for women and menopause. All right, so black spruce and sandalwood, and I love both of those. Hi, Liza. All right, feel free to pitch in the comments. Remember, I am not the only one on this video that knows stuff about oils. You do. So how you win prizes is participate in the comments, right? I want to hear what you know about men and essential oils and their health. So black spruce and sandalwood boost testosterone. So then you're going to say, well, how do I use that? Well, don't overthink it. Just open the bottle, slap some on your body. That's a great start. If you want to get nitty gritty, you can make a essential oil roller. It looks like this. And if you want to just focus on the testosterone, right, you would take 20 drops black spruce, 20 drops frankincense, put them in your essential oil empty roller, topped off with fractionated coconut oil, a great place to roll for testosterone. You can Google reflexology and see what part of reflexology is a direct correlation to the testes. You can just roll it across the lower abdomen 3 times a day, when you wake up, when you go to bed, and sometime throughout the day. What's great about black spruce and sandalwood mixed together for men is it's going to smell fantastic. They can roll it all over their neck. They can roll it all over their chest, in addition to the lower abdomen and upper thighs. And don't forget, for anything hormonal as well, a great place to start is a 30-day cleanse, all right? Carla just says, need to always start with a healthy foundation of Lifelong Vitality Pack. I agree. I'm going to up that a notch to the healthy foundation of Lifelong Vitality Pack supplements, probiotics, and Terrazyme. Tandy says, what oils do you have in your drink? This is coffee. I have a drop of cinnamon bark, turmeric, and peppermint. People always say, oh, what about turmeric's a blood thinner, and if you're on blood thinners and blah, 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 blah. Work with your physician on that, all right? I learned that when I moved to Florida, your blood thins and you get colder easier and you bruise easier. I cut back on the use of turmeric because it also thins the blood in my coffee every day because I was bruising too easily, okay? So I only do turmeric in my coffee like once a week now instead of every day. You can figure these things out a lot of times on your own, work with your physician, whatever trips your trigger, right? And I agree, Carla. She also says the new meta power, but sometimes we need to do baby steps. So my goal for the men's health today is to make sure everyone knows the basics, the foundation of health. You can find my foundation of health plan that I wrote 8 years ago in the files tab on our My Favorite Recipes, page 1 and 2. The top of page 1 is the Lisa Zimmer Foundation of Health, Lifelong Vitality Pack, Probiotic, Terrazyme, Zendocrine Liver Cleansing, DDR Prime Cell Repair, frankincense on the tongue every day, On Guard beadlets for improved immunity, and lemon in your water. Okay, but I don't want to overwhelm newbies. So, for example, my new friend who would like help with testosterone, I'm gonna teach him about essential oils, help him get his own account, and we're gonna order black spruce and sandalwood in addition to whatever starter kit he decides to start with. For men, my favorite starter kit would be the Healthy Habits kit, because you can start with that foundation of health right out of the gate and then add black spruce and sandalwood to that. Okay. Tea tree fights bacteria and is great for immunity. Cardamom supports digestive, muscular, and respiratory health. Lemon detoxifies and has an alkalizing effect, right? We all know our bodies should be in an alkaline state and not an acidic state. All right, blends that are great for men. Of course, there's many others. I'm just reading from the book today. Balance oil makes a great cologne aftershave and is good for brain support. I started using Balance because it's great for calming the nervous system. On Guard is great for cardiovascular immune health, but it's also good for maintaining healthy blood sugars and immunity and staying healthy. Zendocrine supports urinary, prostate, and prevents hair loss. Who knew, right? Well, it's because we got to clean up those livers, folks. My Love Your Liver recipe is going to be on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook Reels today. So you can watch for that a little later. DDR Prime assists with cellular repair and longevity. What's really cool is that list of blends that I just read are directly from my Foundation of Health on that handout that I just told you about. So clearly I know what I'm talking about today. Yay. Yay for me. What a nice surprise. All right. Hi, Kathy. Let's go back to, I want to go back to male virility, all right? So we can focus on some of these for health, okay? Prostate support. Are you ready for a prostate support plan? This is super important. I'm passionate about this particular topic because a lot of the men that I met when I was sick in my Facebook group for those that were poisoned by fluoroquinolone antibiotics, most of the men that were there were because they were prescribed fluoroquinolone antibiotics for prostatitis. So I want to help men to understand that you don't need to take Cipro for maintaining a healthy prostate, all right? So prostate support. 2 DDR Prime soft gels daily at meal times. Apply diluted clary sage, thyme, and juniper berry to the lower abdomen and upper legs and near the prostate. You can do a roller of 20 clary sage, 20 thyme, and 20 juniper berry, topped off with fractionated coconut oil. Apply that at least morning and night, right, in the area of the prostate. Remember, you don't always have to put the oils on the exact area because they're going to absorb into the skin within 20 seconds and travel throughout the whole bloodstream within 20 minutes. Consume 3 to 5 drops of rosemary under the tongue or in a capsule morning and night. Remember, we're still talking about prostate health. Apply 2 to 3 drops of balance oil to the bottoms of feet morning and night before sleep. Right? So again, prostate relief, 2 DDR Prime soft gels. This is in addition to your Foundation of Health, the Lifelong Vitality Pack supplements, PB Assist probiotics, TerraZyme digestive enzymes. Ooh, great contribution, Liza Melendez. Liza, I'm going to make you the winner for that awesome contribution. You, my dear, win anti-aging eye cream, or you can go and pick 2 products from my website, from the Trifolds Make and Takes, or any of the $25 or less products, and I'll send those to you for free. So, anti-aging eye cream. And we're going to talk about skin and all things skin on Monday on my Zoom for the first 100 people that join it Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. So, my dear, let me know. You can message me, Liza, and tell me if you want the anti-aging doTERRA eye cream or the Lisa Zimmer Trifold and Make and Take tools, and then tell me which ones. See how easy it is to comment, contribute, and win. All right. There's a hair grow recipe on here, but guess what? Mine's better. So stick with the Zimmer hair grow recipe. It does work for men. I have before and after pictures for men for regrowing their hair, even after years of male pattern baldness. Right? So you can find my hair grow recipe pretty much anywhere now. Just type in Zimmer hair and it probably pops up on Google. But in this Facebook group, you can just type in the search bar hair. All right. Let's talk about, let's go back to testosterone, because there are some more oils that are effective for testosterone. All right, so for low testosterone, black spruce, cassia, celery seed, clary sage, fennel, ginger, myrrh, rose, rosemary, sandalwood, ylang-ylang, passion, and whisper. So when people are new, they're like, what do? I don't have all those. Take the ones that you do have. Stop making excuses for not using oils and just take the ones that you do have and start using them. If you have 4 of those, take those 4 oils, take 10 to 20 drops of each oil, put it in a roller, top it off with fractionated coconut oil, and roll it on the area of concern or near the area of concern. Okay? You don't have to use them all. If you have them all, I'm a big fan of dropper bottles. So if you have them all, I would take however many oils that is. I'll count in a minute, and I'll tell you how to figure how many drops to put in a 15 milliliter dropper bottle. You could also put them in just a recycled regular 15 milliliter bottle. You don't even need a dropper. Pop the top off the orifice and put the drops in a 15 milliliter. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So if you did 11 drops of each of those oils, it'd be around 150 drops, and our 15 milliliter droppers or bottles hold roughly 300 drops, 285 to 300 drops, right? And you could do 11 drops of each of those oils, fill the rest of the bottle, whether it's a dropper or a 15 milliliter bottle, with coconut oil. Put the stopper back in, or the orifice, or a dropper back in. Shake out drops and apply them to the lower abdomen, upper thighs for testosterone, and I believe the inside and outside of ankles. Or a dropper bottle, you can just do a dropper across the abdomen, again, upper thighs, near the testes, and inside and outside of ankles. Yes, passion and whisper are considered essential oils for women, but they work just as fantastic for men for these topics. So, low testosterone, I'm going to start using whisper every day. All right, that was whisper oil. It used to come in the pure oil. Now it comes in the roller, and I fell off the wagon for using it, which is probably why my hormones got so jacked up recently. Okay, if you have too high of testosterone, celery seed, excuse me, I have a tickle. Celery seed, juniper berry, rosemary, tulsi, DDR prime, and zendocrine. Same thing, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Um, Oils, I would do 25 drops of each of those. Is that right? Yep, that's 150. I do about 150 drops of essential oil, which is half of a 15 milliliter bottle, and the rest coconut oil. So that's for too high of testosterone. There's information in here to help with the prostate support, regardless of what the situation is. Let's see. Estrogen dominance for men, use basil, clary sage, geranium, and thyme. Same thing for women. A great roller recipe would be 20 basil, 20 clary sage, 20 geranium, and 20 thyme. Right? Roll the inside and outside of the ankles, lower abdomen, upper thighs, twice a day. I'm big on twice a day. One roller that I will use twice a day for as long as I can remember, preferably every day, morning and night, and it is next to my bed, is Digestin and DDR, right? My roller of Digestin, I pop the top off after I use it for a little bit, and I add 20 drops DDR Prime and 20 drops Arbor Vita, right? And that is a recipe you can use every day. You can just use the straight Digestin every day, but Digestin needs to be a part of everyone's routine on a daily basis. Why am I passionate about that, even if you don't have anything digestive that needs addressed? Because this magical beauty right here has the ability to rebuild the mucosal lining of your digestive system from one end to the other. How do I know this? Personal experience. I had leaky gut after I took the antibiotic. It destroyed my gut bacteria for 3 years. I did not digest food for 2 years and 7 months properly, which is why I got down to like 90 pounds. I turned gray. My hair fell out. I was so sick. On day 3 of putting Digestin on the bottoms of my feet, brand new to oils, I digested food completely for the first time in 2 years and 7 months. This stuff is magic, all right? Don't forget our back to the basics, things that we should be doing. Your gut controls all. Your gut controls immunity. Your gut controls brain chemicals. Your gut controls all. So why would we not use a gut-supporting essential oil every single day? Plus, don't forget, you can get free fennel this month, which is an active ingredient in Digestin oil. Okay, it also helps with curbing cravings for carbs and sugars, and it's fantastic for hormonal balance. I want to come back and read. Sorry, I have a cough. What's a great oil for cough? Magnolia. It's also great for hormones. Also great for skin. So I grabbed this because I wanted to talk about it because something very unusual happened. So you always watch me put my oils up and down my forearms, right? I do it right on camera. I do this with magnolia, neroli, and rose. So I'm not 100% what product did this, but I had something called actinic keratosis. If you don't know what that is, those are these little ugly bumps. They're like a mole, but they're kind of crusty, right? Well, that is a precancerous, not urgent mole or growth, right? They happen with age. I had one on here, right? And I have so many right now. I was just going to go to the dermatologist. And doing the oils on my forearms every night, it came off. I scratched it right off one night. It totally came off. So rose, neroli, and magnolia on my forearms. Love it. All right. Unexpected surprises with our oils happen all of the time. I want to go back to Liza's comment. Remember, Liza just won anti-aging eye cream, which is not cheap. I don't know how much it is, but it's amazing. Everyone should add it. Use it sparingly. Goes under your eyes. You'll see eye brightening, reduced puffiness, reduced fine lines and wrinkles, reduced what's that? The dark circles, all of that with the anti-aging eye cream. But I want to read her comment. Dr. Scott Johnson says to use blue spruce or black spruce. We don't have blue spruce, so I'm hoping it's black spruce. Inside forearms 2 times a day, alternating fennel, myrtle, or a combination of both. All right, I'm writing this one down, girlfriend. So I am in menopause. Yay, me. And learning about all the different ways to improve my hormonal balance, right? Because I really don't want to have to use any toxic options. I'm going to put black spruce, Liza, because I don't have blue spruce. And I'm going to assume that was a typo. So black spruce, fennel, which you can get free this month. It's when you order 125 PV by the 15th. That's just product value. In your rewards cart, we call that the LRP cart, you will automatically get free fennel. All right, so black spruce, fennel, and myrtle. And we have all kinds of myrtles. Lemon myrtle, I don't even know. I'll have to go look and see what we've got. We've gotten them free quite a bit, all right? So I can make a roller of that, 20 black spruce, 20 fennel, 20 myrtle, and roll the inside of my forearms. Or I can do them all individually, one at a time, and alternate them like she says. All right, so that's for men or women. Liza says it does say blue spruce. All right, if you would, I'm going to put you in charge of finding that out since you won the anti-aging eye cream. All right, Adam. Excuse me, I got a cough. Darn it. All right. Adam says, I love that eye cream. It's amazeballs, isn't it, Adam? All right, feel free to contribute any products that you love, too. I'm so glad you came on today, Adam. Share with everyone what products are your faves. All right, so we don't want to leave men out for skincare, okay? So men should use skincare as well as women. Remember, you can use these oils all over your skin. Magnolia, rose, jasmine, neroli. I always asked my old account manager, who was my work husband, my Hayden. I miss him terribly. A lot of you heard me talk about Hayden on a regular basis. Hayden was my man. Hayden's favorite essential oil was jasmine. And so he was obsessed with the essential oils for skincare. And so he put jasmine all over his face every single night at bedtime. And it was also great for stress relief. He was my account manager, so I'm sure he went through a lot of jasmine. All right, so remember, magnolia, neroli, rose, jasmine. Any flower oils and wood oils are great for the skin and anti-aging. If I remember right, flower oils address the top layers of the skin, and wood oils like frankincense, cedar wood, black spruce, list all the wood oils for me, folks, right? Are for the deep tissues and repairing of the skin, okay? So the number one product I think everyone should use on their face, regardless of men or women, is hydrating cream. I'd be curious, Adam, if you use the doTERRA hydrating cream. And then I add wood oils and flower oils to my hydrating cream. I think I talk about this every video. I automatically add frankincense, tea tree, both wood oils, and rose, straight rose. Yes, I buy the $275 bottle of rose, and I get it free with my points, which is why we use the doTERRA rewards program called LRP, because LRP equals free rose for me. All right. Neroli Touch is great for the skin too. Absolutely. And hormones. Neroli is hands down. Neroli and magnolia and rose. Neroli and magnolia are fighting for first place right now. So neroli and magnolia all over my face, all over my throat. I had a huge bug bite right here that I got as I was walking out of Pilates today at lunch, and this was all red and swollen. Magnolia was in my hands, so I rolled it with Magnolia. It's no longer red. All gone. That's how great they are for the skin. All right. I'm going to hop on over to Magnolia and Rose and Neroli because I just want to talk about them some more. If you're not using these 3 oils, I want to know why. I really do. I want to know why. When I first get a lot of these oils, I don't like the smell. Anybody else have that happen? Then you have a positive experience with them, and you become obsessed with the smell. I thought turmeric smelled like cat pee, so I never used it. Someone gave it to me because I was doing my first public speaking event with doTERRA Corporate, and I was about ready to have a heart attack and pass out and was throwing up. And she gave me a turmeric, and she's like, hold it, smell it. Hold it, smell it. Don't let go of that bottle. I held that bottle that entire presentation, and I've been addicted to turmeric ever since. It went from smelling like cat pee to me to now I think it smells like chocolate. Right? So that can happen with your essential oils. I did not like Neroli, Magnolia, or Rose when I first got them. All right? And now I use all 3 of them every single day. And Magnolia and Neroli actually make my mouth water when I open and smell them because I love them so much. All right, let's talk about Magnolia. Anxiousness, sadness, lack of energy, anything hormonal, irritability, anger and rage, hysteria, panic, grief, shock. All right, how do I use these? Well, when they come in a roller like Magnolia, yeah, all these IAIs, I'm getting them all mixed up again. Magnolia roller, it's easy. Roll it somewhere. Just roll. I don't care. Get it on my skin. Okay? It's not photosensitive, so I don't care where you roll it. Just roll a crap load. All right? Magnolia, respiratory, which is why, did I finish rolling it on my chest? I'm going to do it again. You can tell I have a irritating dry cough. I was under the weather this last weekend. Doesn't stop me now. That's what's awesome about these oils, right? I didn't have to cancel my Miami trip because I was able to keep going. Right, so I'm using Magnolia for the respiratory support, but I'm also going to get help with anxiousness, sad feelings, lack of energy, hormones, irritability, anger, rage, hysteria, panic, grief, shock, low sex drive, not a problem, breast and prostate issues, stressed, worried, uptight and tense, lack of ability to receive love, brokenhearted, abrasions and wounds, skin irritations, wrinkles, insomnia, restlessness, and it makes great perfume. Okay, so all those health benefits in one oil. That's Magnolia. Emotionally, it helps you to go from feeling disturbed to confident, right? I use it at bedtime all over my face, all over my chest and throat, and up and down my forearms. Same with Neroli and Rose. So let's hop over to Neroli. What I also love is you can, in this book, it will tell you the top properties, sedating, antidepressant, aphrodisiac, decongestant. That is great information to have when you're looking through these oils. All right, let's hop on over to Neroli. I'm just reading some comments. Okay. Neroli. Love, 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 love all these descriptions. Are you ready? All right. These are my top 2 favorite oils. Neroli and Magnolia. Period. Put my phone down. Loss of sexual interest or arousal for men or women. Erectile dysfunction. If you're feeling unsettled, stressed out, depressed, or have elevated cortisol levels, Neroli is your girl, right? Damaged, dry, wrinkled, sagging, scarred skin, heart palpitations, blood pressure, menopause, chronic insomnia, PMS, estrogen imbalance, cramps, hysteria, panic, grief, shock, irritation, and anger, overthinking, overwhelm, confusion, tension, headaches, coughs. Shut up. Oh, I didn't bring neroli in here. All right, so Magnolia and neroli are going back out on the counter with my copaiba for cough. And again, copaiba is great for collagen production in the skin. So I'm going to put next to my bed copaiba, magnolia, and neroli. Roll them all over my face, all over my throat, and all over my chest, and get the respiratory support, the sleep support, the anti-aging, and the skin health. Neroli is good for acne, dark spots, anything skin related, and it makes a great deodorant and perfume. Emotionally, it helps you to go from feeling afflicted to released. So magnolia and neroli are great stress relievers. You can also combine it with adaptive, right? Adaptive, neroli, and magnolia. Fantastic. I forget how amazing adaptive smells. That's going in my diffuser today. I want to hear what's in your diffuser today. All right. I need comments, folks. I need to see comments what you want to learn about. I need to see comments on what products you'd love to see for giveaways. I need to see comments on what topics you want to learn about, meaning sleep, stress, etc., as well as what oils you'd like to learn about. I did see one that I do want to touch on briefly. It is not part of our regular line. We get it free every year at some point in time. I want to touch on Manuka. There's no point in having a free oil in your inventory if you don't know how to use it. So let's make sure we're using those oils that we don't know what to do with. All right, Manuka is great for respiratory support. All right, Manuka is great for respiratory support. I need to go get that. I don't love the way it smells, but I'm going to use it anyway because this respiratory thing is bugging me. Manuka is great for achy joints and stiffness, your scalp health, so you can add it to shampoo or conditioner. We call Manuka tea tree on steroids. Tea tree on steroids. So if you look up and it says to use tea tree, use Manuka if you have it. It is the big dog. It is great for irritated, chafed skin, acne, and rashes. Intestinal, respiratory, urinary tract support. Right, so I'm going to use it for upper respiratory support when we get done here. That's all respiratory. That's all muscles. Digestive support. Bug bites. Oh, that'll help with this bug bite on my throat. And then damaged skin and scars. Mental stress. Anxiousness. Maintaining healthy blood pressure. Emotion. Those oils are breaking up what's in my chest already. See how fast that was? That was 5 to 10 minutes. All right, we're almost done. Emotional balance for Manuka. It helps you to go from feeling bothered to revived. That made my eyes water. Cheryl loves Manuka and cannot wait to get it again. It stops her cold sores overnight. Bam. Awesome. Love that. In the meantime, you can also use Melissa oil, even though it's quite a bit more in price. It is very effective. Frances loves these oils for getting in the mood. I want to see your Valentine's recipes. Getting in the mood. Neroli, sandalwood, lang lang, rose, jasmine, whisper. Love to diffuse or roll. Love that. Would love to hear more rotten cellulite on legs and arms to support the actual movement. Oh, yes, that's Metapower, babe. So, Camilla, Metapower. You can add it to lotion and put it on the arms and legs. You can add it to coconut oil and apply it arms and legs. You can put 10 drops Metapower oil in 1 cup of Epsom salts. Throw that in the bath and soak for 20 minutes. Allie likes to use neroli and passion. Bow chicka wow wow. I love love it, love it, love it, love it. All right. So I want to hear what oils you use for sexual health, for love, for getting in the mood, for lubrications, for whatever recipes you have. Let's talk about it. Camilla doesn't have. Aw, bummer. Okay, so what you can do, babe, go look up the ingredients in MetaPower and put the oils that you do have that make up that blend in a 15 milliliter bottle and just do the straight oils. And so if you have 6 of the oils that are in it, just take 285 divided by 6. That tells you how many drops of each to put in that 15 milliliter bottle and make your own blend version. Make sure you add grapefruit. Grapefruit is key for cellulite. All right, kids. All right, I'm going to wrap up, and I appreciate you joining me today. Don't forget that you can get free Digestin today and free fennel. You would place your order with doTERRA in your rewards cart, LRP. Remember, LRP equals free. And make sure that you order 200 PV. That's product value. It's similar to dollars. You can see the dollars in PV at the total mark. Spend 200, get free Digestin oil and free Digestin soft gels. Order in the rewards cart, place that order by the 15th, and they will automatically include a free bottle of fennel. You can get up to 4 free Digestin oil and Digestin soft gel packages. Every 200 PV you spend, and it can be in a single order now, you're going to get a free set, all right? You can only get 1 free fennel, but you can get up to 4 free Digestin and Digestin soft gel packages. All right, I'm going to post some recipes for you for some great diffuser blends, for some Valentine type tips, and you can also go to my website in the next hour probably and get my essential oils for intimacy handout. All right, we just updated that last night and made some awesome changes for it with some product changes. And you can check that out and order that on my website this afternoon and send those to your clients with some great recipes for how to use essential oils for love. All right, I hope you had a great time today. I'm going to do a bunch more giveaways. Somehow I ended up with a whole handful of anti-aging eye creams. So I'm going to do some giveaways for the anti-aging eye creams. Be sure to participate and share. Remember how easy it is to win. Liza one right on camera just by participating and sharing some great research in the comments. Do that. Do more of that. I have lots of things I need to give away in the next couple weeks because I don't have room in my drawers anymore for all my product. All right, and I'm going to share it with you. All right, I hope you guys have a great week, and I'll see you here next week, Thursday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. I think I will be traveling and be in Miami again. I'm going on a Bahamas cruise for my birthday because I'm going to be 51 in 2 weeks. Yay. All right, so I will try to be here next Thursday at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Don't forget I have a special event Monday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. The Zoom link was posted yesterday. There's only room for 100 people on the Zoom presentation that I'm doing Monday night at 8. So hopefully you can join me. Just follow the directions in the post. All right, I'll see you next week. Be sure to follow me on TikTok, Lisa Zimmer Oils, I think it is. Follow me on Instagram, Lisa Zimmer Oils. Follow my business page in Facebook, Lisa Zimmer Life and Oils. All right, I've got reels going with some great recipes and stories, and be sure to click on them, like them, keep us going. Be sure to share them. Hope you have a great day. See you next week.